So I wanted to go into a major that was going to provide me with career stability. You will never be without a job. All right, guys, so you want to know why I decided to become an accountant. I do apologize as this video is just coming out. I am making it super impromptu because the original video that I had made just wasn't working. If you want to hear as to why I became an accountant, then just keep on watching. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, share, and comment down below anything you took away from this video or anything else that you want to know. I'm gonna tell you guys about why I chose to become a boring accountant who just like drink coffee all the time. So one of the main reasons, oh my gosh, this is so awkward. I'm filming this in a bathroom. Okay, one of the main reasons that I decided to become a public accountant, or why I decided to choose accounting, was because I wanted to pick a career path that was going to be, what's that word? So I wanted to go into a major that was going to provide me with career stability. And being an accountant major, there are so many different options that you can do within accounting, and you are always going to have a job. Another reason that I decided to go into accounting was because of career flexibility, and this goes hand in hand with career stability. And I will tell you why. As an accountant, and you guys who've been following me for a while know this, you can do so much within accounting. You could do public accounting like I do. You could be an internal auditor, which I did for a time. You can be a controller. You can be a CFO. You can be a staff accountant for industry. You can do accounts payable, accounts receivable, which I've talked about in a video before. So there are so many different options that you can do within accounting and the accounting profession. You can go into data analytics, into finances. You will never be without a job. Don't let anybody fool you. You will never be without a job. So those are the two main reasons I chose accounting. And let me just give you guys a background about me and kind of how I was even able to make this decision. I started off babysitting, and I always saved my money when I would babysit, and I would be the person to loan money to my family and stuff. And also when I was younger, I used to sell everything. I used to sell chocolate bars. I used to make stuff and sell. I used to sell lemonade, and you know, as a kid, like, people want to support you. So I always had that entrepreneurial mindset and that business mindset without even knowing it since I was younger. And when I was around like 14, 15 years old, I couldn't quite get a job yet because in Pennsylvania, your legal age to work was 16. So what I used to do is I used to braid hair. So I learned how to do hair. So I started braiding people's hair, and I would just get money that way. And then my uncle started his own business, and I began doing the invoices for his business. Sorry guys, I told y'all I'm in a bathroom. So, okay. But yeah, my uncle started his own business, and he used to pay me for me to do his invoices for him. And literally, I just went on Google, found templates, and I started doing it, and he was fine with it. So I kind of started learning different things within business, and like invoicing and accounts receivable, accounts payable, stuff like that on my own, and I took interest to it. But I was still between engineering and something in business. I did not know what accountants did. All I knew about accountants was they did taxes. So I didn't really want to go that route at first. And then my high school actually had this rotational program that you take in your junior and senior year of high school to help you decide as to what major you want to pursue in college to help you get ready. So I did 2 rotations based off of the stuff I was interested in, which was engineering and business. And originally I thought I wanted to be a petroleum engineer, so I had my hopes and dreams set up on moving down to Texas, to a school in Texas, and getting a degree within oil and gas engineering. And then I took this engineering rotation class in high school where we just had like basic rundown of engineering stuff. I really fell in love with it, especially with electrical engineering. However, it just wasn't for me, and I did not want to take all the levels of math that came with engineering. That just was not my thing. And also, I knew that I did not want to be in school for more than 4 years. And I know some engineering degrees, it takes a little bit longer than 4 years, so I wasn't having that. And then I took a business rotation course, and that course was amazing. I learned so much and I excelled in that class. And then the teacher and I got to talking, and she was the one who really helped me pinpoint my interests within the business field. And because I already had experience with dealing with money and the invoicing stuff that I told you guys about, she was able to pinpoint me to either finance, accounting, or business management. At the time, I still didn't know. So I started researching those different majors and areas and seeing what jobs were aligned and associated with that. And then I didn't pinpoint it between finance and accounting. And ultimately, when I was going between the two, I decided to go with accounting, because finance, I heard bad stories. I heard that people were being overworked and people were committing suicide. The things that I do for you guys. But yeah, guys, so I ultimately decided that I wanted to go into accounting because finance was just not going to work for me. When I made the decision, God, this is so bad. When I made a decision to go into accounting, I still wanted to go the oil and gas route because that's where I knew the money was at. So I was preparing myself to move to Houston, Texas, so that I can go to school for oil and gas accounting. Pinpointed schools.
Oh my gosh, this is a mess.
I pinpointed schools that had oil and gas accounting major. That was going to be my area, so I was gonna have a Bachelor of Science in Accounting with a concentration in oil and gas, and I was gonna go to University of Houston, and then I did apply to some other schools as my safety schools just in case, and I did not get into University of Houston like I wanted to, but I got into Penn State, and that's where I went and I got my degree. As I was pursuing my degree at Penn State, that is when I started to learn even more about accounting, the different accounting roles that I didn't necessarily have to do oil and gas accounting. And when I got to my junior year, I started going to different recruiting events, and I was recruited by BP, Shell, and then EY, which is one of the big four, and some other smaller public accounting firms. And ultimately, I got to see both sides of the spectrum, and I chose public accounting because of the fact that my goal was always to go to Houston and to work in the oil and gas sector. So I chose public accounting because I was going to be able to audit oil and gas clients and have multiple clients instead of being in the same position or in the same company. And the thing with starting off in public accounting versus industry is that you move up the ladder quicker versus somebody starting out in industry. During my interview at EY, I had a conversation with one of the managers at the time, who is now a partner, and he also worked for BP. He did an internship at BP and worked for BP for a while, and then he's the one who kind of gave me that insight and was able to help me make the decision as to why I should go into public accounting, and then ask to be put on oil and gas engagements instead. So, and then once I had my oil and gas clients, my engagements during my internship, I realized that I did not like oil and gas. I'm glad that I did not pursue an oil and gas accounting degree specifically. For my CPA eligibility, I did take classes, so I do know how oil and gas accounting works. I have experience in that, but that was just not the route that I wanted to go to. I liked real estate, I do like manufacturing, and I like more investment, smaller clients versus in oil and gas. I was able to find the industries that I liked, and here I am today. I've been working for 2 years now, going on my 3rd year, and I love it. I will never be without a job, like I told you guys. So those are the main reasons why I chose to go into the accounting field, and I hope this video was able to help you if you are trying to make a decision as to what major you should do, or if you should do accounting. You will always be without a job. And stay tuned for my video coming out tomorrow, which is Thursday, where I will be sharing with you guys the impact of automation on accounting and if robots are going to take over accounting jobs. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram accounts, and I will see you in my next video. I think I like accounting because of the views, or maybe because of the free food. Free food, free coffee, free food.